Today, at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, history was written, records were shattered, and a debutante nation scored a goal that will live in their national memory forever. 3 matches, 3 incredible stories, but above all else, one man towered over everything: Lionel Messi. 6 World Cups, 200 international appearances, and today, for the very first time in his entire career, a hat trick at the FIFA World Cup. Can you believe it? Can you believe what we just witnessed? Welcome to SoccerVault. Here's everything you missed today. 3 packed results, a record that stood for 12 years just collapsed in under 80 minutes, and some massive fixtures are just hours away. Let's get into it. Let's start where we have to start. Argentina versus Algeria, Group J, Kansas City Stadium, and Lionel Messi, on his 200th international appearance, stepping onto the World Cup stage for an unprecedented 6th time, delivered one of the most extraordinary individual performances in tournament history. He opened the scoring in the 17th minute, a precise feed from Rodrigo de Paul, and Messi slid it past the keeper with the kind of unhurried, effortless brilliance that only he possesses. 1-0. But he was only just warming up. 60 minutes gone, Messi struck again, pouncing on a rebound in the penalty area like a center forward, showing predatory instincts that players half his age simply do not have. 2-0. Algeria were chasing shadows, and then, at the 76th minute, the strike from outside the box. Hat trick complete. Messi's first ever FIFA World Cup hat trick in over 2 decades of international football. He came into today's match with 13 World Cup goals. He left it with 16, level with Miroslav Klose's all-time World Cup scoring record, a mark that has stood since 2014. Klose needed 4 tournaments to get there. Messi matched it in 1 afternoon. This is not normal. This is not supposed to be possible. But here we are. Meanwhile, at Boston Stadium, another global superstar was reminding everyone why he belongs at this level. Erling Haaland making his World Cup debut, and Iraq had no answer whatsoever. 29th minute, Haaland struck first, the goal that seemed to announce Norway's intentions loud and clear. But credit to Iraq. They refused to fold. Ayman Hussein equalized in the 39th minute in a moment of genuine defiance from a nation making only their 2nd FIFA World Cup appearance ever. 1-1. The upset was on. It lasted 4 minutes. 2 minutes before halftime, Haaland scored his 2nd of the night to restore the lead going into the break. Iraq's momentum, gone. Norway's composure, total. Second half, Leo Ostgaard added a 3rd in the 77th minute, and then, the cruelest twist for Iraq, Ayman Hussein, the same man who gave them hope, turned and put through his own net for the 4th. 4-1. Norway top Group 1. Haaland on his World Cup debut. With a brace, the biggest stage does not intimidate this man one bit. And then there was this one, Austria versus Jordan. And listen, before we get into the details, let's just take a moment to appreciate what Jordan did today. They are a nation making their absolute debut at the FIFA World Cup. They earned their spot through one of the most grueling qualification campaigns in the tournament's history. Just being here is remarkable. Romano Schmid gave Austria the lead with a powerful long-range strike midway through the first half. But Jordan refused to be passengers. And then, Ali Olwan stepped forward and scored Jordan's first-ever FIFA World Cup goal. Absolute history. The emotion in the stadium, the celebrations on the bench, that moment belongs to an entire football nation. But Austria composed themselves. A corner from the left went into a chaotic box, missed Marko Arnautovic, and, cruelly, deflected off Yazan Al-Arab into his own net. 2-1. And then Arnautovic stepped up from the penalty spot to complete the scoring at 3-1. Austria win a FIFA World Cup match for the first time in 36 years, and Jordan leave with their heads held impossibly high. Because they were here, they competed, and Ali Olwan made history. Nobody can take that away. Let's talk about the record, because this needs to be put in its proper context. Miroslav Klose. Germany. He scored 16 FIFA World Cup goals across 4 tournaments: 2002, 2006, 2010, and 2014. 16 goals. A number everyone in football assumed was unreachable. His record has stood for 12 years. And Lionel Messi, in 76 minutes of football today, pulled level. Here is what makes this staggering. Messi came into this World Cup at 38 years old, an age where most footballers are long retired or playing in exhibition leagues. He came in with 13 World Cup goals, needing 3 more just to draw level, and he scored all 3 in one match with the clinical ruthlessness of a man playing the best football of his life. But there's one more layer to this. If Messi scores 1 more goal before Argentina are eliminated, just 1, he becomes the outright highest scorer in FIFA World Cup history. Ever, above Klose, above Ronaldo, above Pelé, above every single player who has ever lived. The GOAT debate is settled for most people, but if Messi breaks Klose's record at this tournament, that conversation is closed for the next 100 years, and tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is absolutely stacked. 3 fixtures that demand your full attention. First up, Portugal versus DR Congo, kicking off at 100 hours SGT June 18th, Group K, Cristiano Ronaldo. At what is almost certainly his final FIFA World Cup. He watched Messi score a hat-trick today. And you can absolutely guarantee he noticed. Portugal are heavy favorites here, but DR Congo have the pace and organization to make this uncomfortable. My bold prediction: Ronaldo answers Messi's call. He scores. The GOAT debate rages on for at least another day. Next, England versus Croatia. 400 SGT June 18th, Group L. Russia 2018. Semi-final. Croatia broke English hearts. Euro 2020. England exacted some revenge. Now they meet again, on the biggest stage of them all. England come in with Harry Kane leading the line and Bukayo Saka in sparkling form. Croatia bring experience, tactical discipline, and a burning desire to prove they belong here. Do not sleep on this one. Croatia always show up in big moments. England know it. The nation knows it. This is the game of the day tomorrow. And finally, Ghana versus Panama. 700 SGT June 18th, Group L. Ghana need a positive start here. Panama are physical and organized, but Ghana have the individual quality to edge this one. My call, Ghana 2-0. What a day at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Messi with history, Haaland with a brace on his World Cup debut, Jordan writing the first chapter of their World Cup story with their very first ever goal. And tomorrow, Ronaldo versus the world. England and Croatia in a rematch for the ages. This is the tournament we have been waiting for, and we are only just getting started. Smash that like button, subscribe to SoccerVault, and drop it in the comments. Which match tomorrow are you most excited about? I'll see you there.